Good afternoon and happy Mother's Day. Welcome to this special episode of The Stick with Rick. As a thank you to my father, he was the highest tipper the last week of voting for my favorite chef. Anybody that was the highest tipper was able to pick their dish that they wanted to have me cook on video. Today we're going to cook a meal that comes from one of the sweetest women I've ever known in my life, my grandmother. This is called American chopped suey. Now, you know, being a working mom, she had to find good tasting meals that were quick to make and pretty easy. Even though she was a great cook and could cook just about anything, during the week, when you've got a job, you've got to come home and make something quick for the kids. This is a great quick meal that'll taste delicious. It doesn't take a whole lot of ingredients, but it's going to taste amazing on a dinner table. You're going to start off 1 green pepper, 1 onion. Dice both of those up. Alright guys, we've got the vegetables all diced up there. What we're going to do is add some olive oil to a pan, turn it on to about 7, let it warm up, and then put the vegetables on there. Let them cook up a little bit before we add the hamburger to that. Alright, we've got the vegetables in the pan. We're going to also start boiling our water for our noodles. Now, you can choose any noodle you want. Today, what I'm going to do is the Trio Italiano. Good variety of noodles. It's not your basic boring stuff in just one noodle. It's got a mixture in there. Now, while that's warming up, go ahead and open up your hamburger. Get it kind of broken up for you. Add your salt, your pepper, any spices that you might like. That way it'll be ready to throw in the pan with the vegetables. Alright, what I like to do with my hamburger to break it up so it's a little bit easier, not smashing it in the pan with a spatula, go ahead and take a knife and just chop it up like you would your vegetables a little bit. Alright, we've got our water boiling for the noodles, so we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of oil in here. Now you want to use the cheap oil, vegetable oil, canola oil. You don't really want to use olive oil in the water because it's not going to change the taste of the noodles. Go ahead and put your noodles in there. And then make sure you stir that as it's cooking so your noodles don't stick together as much and they won't stick on the bottom of the pan. Alright, we've got our pan good and heated up. The vegetables starting to warm up. So we're going to add our hamburger to this and let it cook for a minute. Now you see folks, the hamburger's already here. You don't have to really chop it up anymore. So when you throw it in the pan, it'll be a lot easier to just mix with your vegetables and the other stuff that you're going to add later on. Alright guys, our noodles are done boiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 cans of tomato soup right into the pan with our hamburger and vegetables. Then go ahead and drain off your noodles. Alright guys, we're going to let that hamburger mixture warm up for about 35 minutes in the pan. Just let it sit. You can stir it occasionally, but you really don't need to sit here and just mix it up. Just let it cook, let it rest, and it'll be alright. I'm going to take this time though to say thank you to all the moms out there that may be watching this. You know, without you guys, a lot of us wouldn't have made it as far as we have in lives. Without your love and care and the things that you do that a lot of people don't see. The hard work you put in at home that unfortunately even a lot of your families don't appreciate until years later. You come home, you cook, you do the laundry, you clean the house, whatever daily chores you do. It means a lot to the people that are in your lives, and we just want to stop, take a day out of the year and say thank you, Mom. Thank you for everything that you do. You guys are awesome. Alright, we've got our sauce here all nice and warmed up. Got our noodles drained off. Now to save on dishes, what we're going to do is add both of these to the same pot you made the noodles in. Go ahead and mix that up, let it cook a couple more minutes so the noodles will soak up a little bit more of that sauce. Alright, and there you have it, American chopped suey. I want to say thank you to everyone that supported me in this My Favorite Chef contest. Thanks to you guys, we were able to raise a few $100s for the James Beard Foundation, and if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have raised a dime. So thank you for standing behind me, and thank you for your support. Thank you for donating to help those that needed it. Thank you for just being here for me. On this Mother's Day, again, I just want to say also thank you to the mothers for all that you do for us. If it wasn't for one of the best mothers I've ever known, my grandmother, this meal wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't even know what it was. But thankfully, I grew up with a great grandmother when I was younger who made some delicious food. Till next time, guys, keep your lives enjoyable.